Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB Show 19. So we have two diamond packs. The one you get from level 75. That has some good diamonds in it. Alan Trammell, Matt Kemp, Ralph Kiner, Ichiro, Jason Giambi, Johnny Bench, Signature Series Kershaw, Nolan Ryan, and Trevor Hoffman. And then we have our diamond pack from level 100. And that has Signature Series Duke Snider, Tony Gwynn, Joe Morgan, Frank Thomas, and Brooks Robinson. So I kind of have been holding on to these because I don't know who to take. So we're just going to open. I still don't know who to take. I'm just going to wing it right now. But I've had them for a while. So I got to open these and just move on with it. So let me show you guys my team real quick. So you guys know I don't spend money on the game, right? So this is what my team looks like right now. We got Jones, Mays, Cobb, Story, Carew, Donaldson, Gallo, Kendall, and Walker Buehler's pretty much our best pitcher. So I'm probably making my decision based off of team needs. My outfield, I have diamond outfielders, so I don't know if that's what I really need. And then Josh Donaldson's a really good third baseman for me. Like if you need a goal player, he's been killing it. I would definitely go after that Josh Donaldson card. That's how good he's been. Rod Carew's also been pretty good, and Joey Gallo's Joey Gallo. So it's a tough choice to make. It's definitely a tough choice to make. But we're gonna go with it. So let's start off with this one, the level 75. We're gonna open this up. So honestly, like I really wanted Ichiro. I think Ichiro's the player that he's one of my favorite players of all time. So Ichiro is definitely like highly regarded in this pack, and he's the player I probably would pick, but I'm gonna skip out on him. I think when I get to level 40 for the silver tier, then I will get Ichiro. So because of that, I don't really care for Johnny Bench, even though this Johnny Bench card's not bad. I don't want Trammell, but this Trammell card's also pretty good. And then Kiner's a good outfielder, but he has common fielding. And then Giambi's pretty good at first. Matt Kemp's a good 5-tool player. And then Hoffman's a closing pitcher. So Hoffman, I don't really feel like I need bullpen help right now. So we're going to go with a starting pitcher. We got Clayton Kershaw or Nolan Ryan. Nolan got good hit per 9 and K per 9 numbers, good home run per 9 number. Walk per 9 numbers kind of low. Got the 99 fastball, 82 12 6, 78 circle change, and it's 95 sinker. So Nolan Ryan's definitely a really good option. He's a nice righty. And then we got Clayton Kershaw. His numbers are pretty much better. His attributes are better. Good hit per 9, good K per 9, great walk per 9, good home run per 9. Got a 95 fastball, 89 slider, 71 12 6 curve, 83 changeup, and a 94 sinker. So I don't really like lefties, but this Kershaw card is really good. So I feel like with my first pick, I gotta go with Kershaw. In this one. And honestly, this is like the earliest I've ever had Kershaw in any game. Like I don't even have the live series Kershaw, and we're gonna have this 99 right off the start. So I think Kershaw's a pretty good pick. And then, like I said, when I get to level 40, I'll probably take Ichiro. And then whenever the next one for this pack is, I'll probably take Nolan Ryan or Hoffman. It depends on what my team's looking like when we get to that point. But right here, we're going to take Clayton Kershaw. I think that's a good pick. You know, it's a good player to add to our rotation, being that it's like only a gold rotation. So I feel like that's a good pick. Now, this is the big one. Like, I'm still, like, I don't know who to pick right here. Like, all these players are pretty good. We got Duke Snider, good contact numbers, good power numbers, good vision, diamond tiered fielding, and 74 speed. Like, this is like a 5-tool player. This is a really good card. We got Joe Morgan, which has great contact numbers. His power numbers aren't bad. He has good vision, diamond tiered fielding, 94 speed. And then we have Frank Thomas, great hitting numbers. You know, he has diamond tiered fielding, amazing hitting numbers, common fielding, 49 speed. Brooks Robinson, like I actually like this Brooks Robinson card. I was a big fan of him in 17. I thought he was really good then. And then 18, you know, 18 doesn't even count. We're not even going to mention 18 anymore. But he has great contact numbers. His power numbers aren't bad. 125 vision, diamond tiered fielding, probably the best fielder in the game. Honestly, I don't see any other player that's going to have 99 fielding, 97 arm strength, etc. And then 49 speed. And then we got Tony Gwynn. 125 contact, 125 vision. His power numbers aren't bad. Diamond tiered fielding, 89 speed. So we got to make our choice. I don't think you can go wrong with any one of these players. Like, I legit think all of these players are really good, and they easily will help your team as long as you can hit with them. But like attribute wise, all these players are really good. But based on my team right now, in the outfield, I got Andrew Jones, Willie Mays, which I just got, and Ty Cobb. I feel like I'm fine with them for right now, hopefully. So as hard as it is, I'm gonna skip out on Tony Gwynn. I think Tony Gwynn originally was my choice, because when the game came out, I was like, I'm gonna focus on contact hitters and speed. You know, that's gonna be my meta. But I think I'm gonna pass out on Tony Gwynn, as good as this card is. So then we got Brooks Robinson, which I'm really tempted to take Brooks. I think this is a really good card. I think people might be sleeping on this card, you know, but I think this could be really good. I think I'm gonna skip out on him though, just because Josh Donaldson's been so good for me that I don't think I need another third baseman right now. And it's like hard making that choice, that judgment, because obviously any one of these players are better than anyone I have on my team, but I'm just going with who I'm performing well with and team needs. So at first place, we got Joey Gallo. So getting Frank Thomas is probably an upgrade. He has crazy good hitting stats, and then the common fielding, which I'm not really worried about fielding, to be honest. Like I think I can, especially at first base. Like I don't really care about fielding. So Frank Thomas is a choice, and then Joe Morgan, which, like I said, he has great hitting numbers and diamond tiered fielding and all that stuff. So I think I'm between Joe Morgan right now and Frank Thomas. Oh man, I shouldn't have opened this right now. Like the last thing I want is like open one of these and like regret the player I picked. But I think both of these guys are good to have on your team, and I'm hoping they're both gonna help. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take Joe Morgan, because there's not that many good second basemen in the game. Like literally the only, like I got Rockeru is actually not bad. He's really good against righties, but Joe Morgan can do the same, and he has the same amount of speed, or I think he's faster actually. He has 94 speed, which is really good. It fits in with that meta that I want, like good contact numbers and speed, and then he also has great vision. So hitting wise, he should be really good, as long as like we can get used to his stance and all that stuff. So I think Joe Morgan's the move for me, just because it might be a while until I get Hornsby. And Hornsby is really the only other good second baseman in the game. He's the only other signature series. And because I'm no money spent, I still have a lot of collections to do. I've pretty much done every collection that doesn't have a diamond, except the Pirates. That's the last one I have to finish up. But other than that, I just need diamond players. And that might take me another month or two to get every single one. So because of that, I think Joe Morgan, getting that second baseman out of the way, locked in, is a pretty good choice. I'm just hoping like we kill it with him. Frank Thomas is another solid one. But like I said, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these. But based on team needs, we're gonna take Joe Morgan, and hopefully he's really good for us. So that's our pick. We got Clayton Kershaw and Joe Morgan, two new signature series players on our team. So some tips on getting to level 100, like what you should be trying to do. The first thing is collections. I highly recommend doing these collections, getting at least 20 player from each team. That gives you a lot of XP. If you can get to 30, that's even better. But this is what I pretty much did. I got to 20 at least from every team. I'll go by increments. So I did 10 from each team, then I would go to 20 each team, and then I would go to 30 for each team, and just go by there. And these are the teams that I have remaining right now. But definitely do team collections, and any one of these collections too. These starter collections, I think, give you a good amount of XP. Yeah, they give you like a K XP, which all the XP you can get definitely helps. You have, now you don't need featured programs. Legends ones, these can give you a few XP too if you want to lock in some of the special cards, the rookie, the breakout, the all-star. I wouldn't lock in any like diamond players, especially if you want to make stubs and sell them. But if they're low tiered, bronze players, silver, maybe even gold that go for like a K or two, I would just lock them in. Stadiums, I think, gives you, no, stadiums doesn't give you XP. They give you stubs. And then if you want to lock in equipment, you can, but I don't really think it's worth it. Maybe if you just do like the small ones that collect 5, but 750 XP, it adds up, but it's not really that crazy. And then this one's really good, but this one's just stubs. So if you want stubs, I would do all those creative player ones. So collections is a big thing to do. The other thing that I would do is Conquest Mode, because Conquest Mode, completing these goals, they give you a good amount of XP. So you have the Conquest for rookies, you have the first inning strikeout challenge, the first inning mountain peak, and then the original board. And this one in general gives you a lot of XP. So I would do this one first, maybe, if you understand how Conquest is. And if you guys don't, I kind of made a tips video just explaining like what you should be trying to do. But Conquest is definitely a great way to do it. And if you complete it every single time, like if you want to keep repeating it and complete it every single time, you get 5k XP and a 10-pack bundle, which I think is pretty good. So actually what I've been doing is I think I'm gonna continue to do Conquest. And basically whenever I get this mission right here, I think you always have this mission, but whenever you have the daily mission where you have to get innings with a certain team, what I've started to do is just use that team in Conquest and play a quick 3-inning games, put my full team as that team. And it's just a good way to multitask, doing two things at once, because you're getting the innings, you're getting some credit for this. This goes towards the first inning program or whatever program's currently going on. And it's just a good way to get some innings here and then get some additional stuff from Conquest Mode if you want to do it that way. So Conquest, definitely a good way to get XP. And then the other thing that I did a lot was the moments. Like I literally have all the moments completed right now. So here you get 2,300. The storylines give you a good amount. You get 12k there, 20k here, 15k here, 12k here. So moments are definitely a big boost if you can complete them all. That's another 10k, another 8k or 9k. Sony Partners gives you 7k, and then the Tops Now ones, another 7k. So these ones are all really good. And even these creative player ones, like these creative player ones are pretty easy, and you get a lot of XP. So that's how I got to a level 100, just by doing all the moments in Conquest Mode. So I've been grinding a little bit, but now I really don't know what to do. So ranked seasons also I guess gives you a good amount of XP, especially if you make it to Championship Series and World Series, like 25 and 30k. That's pretty big right there. That's pretty big right here. Even Division Series gives you a nice 20k. I think that ends up being like a level or two. It's something like that. It's at least a level upgrade. So ranked seasons definitely can give you a nice boost. And I guess the last thing is March to October. I've heard a lot of people say March to October gives you a good amount of XP, and I'm sure it does. I haven't really played that much of it, but I have played a little bit, and it seems like you can get a good amount of XP boost out of that. So March to October is also pretty good, and if you do it on Hall of Fame or whatever, you can finish out a season, win the World Series, and also get yourself a Diamond player. So, you know, it's kind of worth it if you want to do March to October and have a little fun with that. Road to the Show, you know, just by playing, that will give you some XP, and I guess just anything you play gives you XP, but definitely Conquest and Moments and Collections. Those are the three that I would recommend that give you the most XP the quickest, kind of. So yeah, that's how we got to level 100. Honestly, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now as far as XP, because I've done everything, and now I'm pretty much just trying to collect stubs to finish collections. You know, that's my goal right now, is just saving stubs and going after my remainder collections, because there's nothing really to play. I did all the moments so far and Conquest, so I'm kind of stuck right now. It might be a slow progression for Silver Tier. Getting through Silver Tier is going to take so much longer until new moments drop, hopefully this week. I really don't know, but that's going to do it for this one. So we got 2 Signature Series cards, Clayton Kershaw and Joe Morgan, and I guess gave you guys some tips on what you should be focusing on to level up quicker. You know, those definitely help. Conquest, the moments, and collections. Those are the 3 biggest things right there. So you want to try getting those done, and you should be leveling up pretty quick. Like, that's all I've pretty much done, was those 3 things, and we got to level 100. I've been at level 100, but I've been saving on this pack because I just didn't know who to get. So this next 100 tiers is definitely going to take longer, because there's not that much to do. You know, once you do all the moments and Conquest, you just got to play the game naturally. Like, I think I'm just going to mess around with March to October, go through a season, and see how much XP we end up getting out of that. You know, that's my only hope right now, to get some major XP. But if you guys opened up these 2 packs already, the level 75 and the level 100, let me know who you guys ended up taking. But we will have a Joe Morgan debut coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.